When I'm around people who don't want to seek the truth, I don't understand those kind of people. When I'm around people who don't seek truth, they're just seeking fun and pleasure and the world, the flesh, and the pride of life. They don't care about truth. Those kind of people I don't understand. When I was a kid, I wanted to know the truth. 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years. I wanted to know the truth. So when you got people live their whole life not looking for truth, to me, those people are abnormal. They're just abnormal. Why would you not want to look for the truth? No matter if you're on Earth, if you're on another planet, or if you're in another universe, or if you're in another reality, why wouldn't you want, even if it is a simulation, why wouldn't you want to seek truth inside the simulation? Why would you not want truth? I don't understand that kind of logic. Hello? Why would the devil choose to fall? Why would the devil think that he's to be God? Why do people not look at the animals dying, the people dying, everybody dies eventually? Why do they not look at that and say, well, if everybody dies, I'm going to have to meet my maker, whoever created me. Did you create yourself? No. Did you create the earth? No. When you look around you, the cars, the buildings, the telephone poles, the stoplights, somebody made that stuff. And if somebody made stuff, that means somebody made this earth and this universe. If somebody made this place, you're going to have to meet that maker one day. You're going to have to meet that creature, that being. Being is better, not creature. The being who created this place, and you as a creature, you're going to have to meet that being one day. I remember when I was a teenager, I'd go out with this girl or something, and I'd talk to her, go out to eat or something, and she would say, this happened a few times, where it's like, I asked this one girl, I said, where do you get your truth from? She said, TV. I thought, what? I asked this one other lady, I said, where do you get your truth from? She said, I have my own truth. They have their own truth. Like truth is changeable. I remember this. I went out with this lady. I said, don't you want the truth? She said, I have my own truth. Like truth is changeable or something, I don't even know if they still think that way. I have my own truth. It's either God's truth or no truth. I can't even believe I put up with that. Now I look back now, if I was around somebody that thought like that, I'd just walk away. I wouldn't even argue with them. I wouldn't debate with them. I definitely wouldn't sit down and eat dinner with them. I would say, well, this is a Jezebel witch. Let me walk out of this restaurant right now. That's what I'd tell myself. I'd be gone in a split second. I don't even know why I put up with that to begin with. Especially the Pentecostals. If I, with what I know now, if somebody says, yeah, I believe you can lose your salvation, and you're going to bark like a dog, and you're going to fall down and be slain in the spirit, and I would have just said, adios. But when you're younger, you try to not fix them, but you try to help them see the light. They don't want the light. They want their own light, their own truth. They want Lucifer light. They take 1,000 points of light to try to confuse you. And that's what's going on in the system. Everybody says, what's 1,000 points of light about? I tell you, it's Solomon. It took 1,000 concubines to pull Solomon into idolatry. So 1,000 points of light goes back to Solomon, 1,000 concubines pulling him into idolatry. That's what that is. And I've said it a million times and people still don't get it. Trump said, what's 1,000 points of light? Well, here it is, Trump. Solomon went into idolatry with 1,000 concubines because they were all teaching sorcery and witchcraft and all kinds of false doctrines, which is a type and shadow of Eve. Solomon had 1,000 Eves believing all kinds of truth, their truth, which is not truth at all. It's all lies. And so you're in a society of the same. Your society is coming up with all these truths, all these lies, and they're not even truths. They're all lies. There's no truth in a lie. If it's not God's truth, it's a lie. You have to put everything back and line it up with Scripture. And it's really easy once you do it. Once you do that, and it's really, you can just actually look out in front of you. You look at a person, they got a head and a body, right? Christ, a head and a body. Well, there's your archetype of all things down here. You got a boss and a team. There's always a head and there's a body. There's always a leader and a body. That's why when these people talk about changing marriage and around, they're just so jacked up in their mind, they don't even know what they're thinking. I mean, how can you change reality when it's so obvious it's in front of your face? The words reveal it all. The etymology of the words, the definitions of the words, the use of the words. You don't see dogs and cats and horses and mice trying to change their identity and identify. You don't see a male and female cat trying to change their identity. These people are stupid. They're stupid. They're insane. They're more ignorant than an animal. Think about what I'm telling you. You don't see a dog, a male and a female dog trying to be the opposite. You don't see that. And they're animals. They got more common sense than the humans. You don't see a tree saying, hey, call me a flower. These people nowadays are more ignorant than a tree, than an animal, than a cat, than a dog. They have lost their ever-living mind. And if they make the policies in a nation, how do they even get there? How do they function? How do they even get out of bed? How do they get out of bed? How do they get out of bed? How do they even get out of bed and function if they can't even think right? They're only thinking left. They're not thinking right. Because if they thought right, they'd be right. That's why it's called a right angle. That's why it's right side up. The left is wrong and the right is right. That's why I said many times, word up. It's word up, not word down. Why do the rappers even say word up? Because word is up. Jesus is the word. He's up. He's not down. He's up. He's upright. I promise you, people, that most of them are just actors. Most of them are just paid actors. And most of them are paid by somebody, Illuminati or somebody, just to mock you, to try to upset you. Don't get upset. If they're that stupid, if they're that foolish, let them destroy themselves. If they're that stupid, don't participate. Why are you involved with the world? You know, somebody says, well, I don't want them acting in sports. Well, don't be in the sports. If they're that stupid, don't join their sports. If they're that stupid, don't run with them to the same excess of riot in any way, shape, or form. Don't even run with them at all. They will destroy themselves. They already are destroying themselves. And why would you even, if they want to act stupid and believe false doctrines and false teachings, let them go. They look, truth never contradicts itself. And so if they're contradicting on something so obvious that even a dog understands what's right and wrong, and they can't, then everything else in their life is insanity. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm speaking in code right now because I'm uploading this. If I really wanted to say what I wanted to say, they'd ban me forever. If I wanted to say it the way I wanted to say it, I'd be banned forever from this society. But you know what I'm saying. If they're that stupid and want to change the way God created them, which a dog and a cat doesn't even do, then they are destroying themselves every which way but loose. And why do you let them upset you? Just walk away and don't even pay any attention to it. Just get away from them because they're crazy. They're demonic. And most of them are just actors and they're being paid. It's just an act. It's all scripted. Your culture's a lie. It's all a culture dish, and it's the red versus blue. It's the drama. It's all trying to upset you, give you cancer and stuff like that, to stress you out. You know, it's all fake. It's all stupid, really. It's insanity. I ain't wasting my time on it. I refuse to waste my time on any of that insanity that is trying to be pushed down your throat as normal when it's abnormal. Why even argue with it? Whether you argue or laugh with a foolish man, there's no rest. Why even argue with him? It's foolishness. Whether you argue or laugh with a foolish man, there's no rest. So why argue with the fool who wants to change the way God created them? And it's not just physical, it's the mental, it's the spiritual, it's the roles, if God created you with certain gifts, why do you want to be something else? If God created you to look a certain way, why do you want to change the way you look? If God created you for a certain calling in life, a trade, a calling, a purpose, why do you want to change that? Step into what God has made you to be and just be content where you are. You can fight against God all you want, but it's a waste of time. I just don't deal with stupid. And I don't deal with this. We're talking about common sense, people. Anybody with no common sense, I walk away because that's a fool. The Bible talks about just walk away from a fool. Don't even argue or laugh with them. Just walk away. These people are fools.